Hey guys, sup, how we doing? So we're exactly where we left off yesterday. I.e., we've finally beaten Damien. So we've officially hit the new furthest point we've gone on any build in this game. I want to spend some time basically looking at things I could potentially do to upgrade my character. I think my damage is fine, to be honest, but I also have some slots like this that aren't really doing a lot for me. So if I can replace this helmet, that's kind of what I'm, and maybe this chest. These two are the things I think are most trash. Everything else is kind of fine. Kinda. Rings are not great. Belt is okay for defenses. As MS2, I'm kind of lenient on the MS. This has +1 to poison skills, so like not the end of the world. But like this is giving me just life and flat DR, which I assume is a very ass, like it typically is. And this is just life mana. Not much, basically. So that's the current game plan. I need to find a helmet that I can use at my level. Essentially. Now, Scholar. Let me see real quick about Scholar. It uses Earth and Sour runes. Earth is 21. Sal is 27. I can use that. Now I just need a helmet. Helmet. I'm blind. Helmet. That has 2 sockets and is, come on. Something I can currently use. Res, damage type. Yeah, none of that. Okay. So we'll just go through them and see. Poison. Oh, that would have been beautiful, but it's level 40. Energy is not bad. Is that all I can really search? I can't search for base affixes? Like, really? That kind of sucks. Kind of sucks big time. You know, that plus the physical skills. Oh, I think I found it one, guys. The funny thing is, this is a very temporary helmet. So this helmet gives me +2 to someone's skills and +1 also +3 from what I currently had. And then chest piece. What are we gonna go for chest piece? We can do fog. Fog is Giga Auras and Giga Life. That's actually nice. The alternative is Paul is expensive. PUL. Do I have it? I do not. +1 all, +1 poison. This can rope 1 to 3 though. Skill haste, energy, poison skill damage increase, minus enemy poison. See, here's the thing, this is really good DPS. But I think I would rather get the Giga defensive one. Hell and Fell. Let's check Hell. How on earth am I meant to search for Hell runes? Like, why are you at the bottom, my G? $4K 33. What about Fell? $41. So I can't use this yet. Tulum Hell. I'm trying to get a defensive one, my G. What about Pool? Whatever it's called. 45. Cool. That is not happening. I guess we'll just keep our chest as is. And we'll figure out the rest. All right, where were we? Cirujo's retreat. Mount Fuji.
I mean,
I'm back.
be on like the Wartlip Discord, I guess, maybe. But yeah, I kind of need to understand that. And then, yeah. I mean, you could definitely go with a much worse weapon. You just need to recon. You definitely
sure.
need the mana cost thing.
The mob type in this area is kind of interesting. Whereas I do like that it's not just one kind of like mob archetype. Seeing samurai-esque mobs, kind of refreshing. Very different from the goblins and the other ones we've seen so far. What is the next zone I'm supposed to be leveling in, by the way? I should check that. Mount Fuji dungeon until 35. Actually, I meant to keep going to Act 6. And then I'll do Steam Train to level 50. Yeah. Ooh. need something that's going to really juice my cast speed if I can. I almost clicked the ore because of habits. And I remembered that bad behavior is no longer necessary. Oh, the life of having a companion. Where is the exit? There we go. I need to try to remember to actually use my worm every... Why did I just see his icon? Does he always do that when his skill comes off cooldown? This is a waypoint close to a dungeon. I could, in theory, farm it if I wanted to. But I think it's fine not to. So this one only gets affected by plus to all skills. Interesting. On the exit. Why the hell am I underwater? Why can't I breathe? What on earth was that? Bifrost key. I feel like I've heard a lot about that. It's just like a colorful key on my map. Sure. See how much that is. Found the waypoint. Why did this area show up as a circle just now? This area also showed up as a circle. Am I missing something? Why does that look like it's in the water? Well, it's not in that direction, so it has to be bottom left. Fuck. Ooh, that's a nice charm. Our Aether flow. Okay, just die. Wait, +2 all? Human damage as well as int. Well then, if only you had dropped weight. This is +3, but also has faster cash rate, whereas my current one has energy, which is fine. +3 mana after each kill. The main selling point is +3, but the +3 is not +3, it's +2 and then +1 all. +1 all is bigger than +3. 1 all is better than 1 summon. That's for sure. And then PDR, which is okay. We'll keep what I have. Seeing as this is the dungeon, is there any waypoints close by? Reveal yourself. I think I can honestly reduce what do you call it? I can reduce the my brain would work. Amount of energy I have on my tree. Like I can take away some of these 20 because I don't think I need quite as much. My guy, how are you in front of the person who is melee? USB broski. Well, firstly, man after each kill, man after each kill. I'd rather take this than this, but like, would I rather take those? Since when has this been here? Ah. Who would have thunk it? That works. Those are the first ones I need to start getting rid of. Nothing insane, nothing good. Alas, all right, we move on. I need to remember to summon this guy every map. Because for some reason, they actually decided to just straight up make him a manually casted like aura summonish that you have to manually do every single zone. Like, brother, you could have just made him a permanent minion. Like, why are we doing too much here? There's no way this act is already done, right? Is it really that short? Because that looks exactly like Damian's fights where there was a waypoint before a portal. And it's called Emperor's Chamber, so I guess the act is done. What the hell? GG. Carp King. He didn't even kill the minion I'm always struggling to keep alive. Yeah, that was the entire act actually. Now we're in Act 6. It looks like... Oh, there's a train here. Now that we're in Act 6, I know we have a leveling zone coming up, but we're also almost level 30, level 40. We haven't gotten anything new from what we're waiting on. +2 all skills on a one-handed axe is kinda crazy. But this is better because of the minus enemy res. Seeing as I don't have any other my sources of minus res that's big. Very soon we get this guy, which is going to be... Why did I get a +1 warm claw, my guy? I'll go buy a new one, but I don't have to worry too much about it just yet. Aren't you a companion? I feel like you are. How much gold do I have? 40k. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, you must be the person. There we go. You're the mercenary. I'm not gonna bother with you. Not right now, anyways. Like I should get damage reduction as well as something like this. Like if I realistically want to, can we like stop that? No, that's kind of impressive DPS considering I'm not actually casting. Like I don't know what my DPS is. Just to check. So Steam Train is where I'm going to level up to a level 50. I got it. Use an ugly one. Ooh, there's iron here. Need to be on the lookout for iron, seeing as it likes to fade into the background. One more level. I don't see any iron on my map, just making sure. Not so fast. Holy. Bronze Legion girdle? No. 25 400 monsters. Why is that an achievement? What is special about 25 400? Like, why 400? Why not 25k? The problem is a problem is once I also hit 40, this skill is going to start clearing better than it's ever cleared, which is an interesting conundrum to have. Also, how has this guy been alive? I think I probably accidentally summoned him when I got into this zone. Either that or his +2 levels has really snuck up on me, and he's actually now, he's not tanky. Look at his out already. I probably just resummoned him without realizing. GG. Poison Ivy sounds like it's right up my alley. Okay. Okay. So now we can finally pick augments, eh? What is your augment going to be? Level 70 before I get this to more than 12% chance? Okay. Sorry, that's not happening. What am I doing here? Okay, we can do that. This is actually insane. Give me a second. I'll put some points in there. I'll use my secondary to figure out how this feels like, you know, on non-thorns or on minions. But like, this is peak comfort, if you will, because like now I don't even have to exactly hit. I'm just blowing up an entire pack. Where did I get? I came in from here. I'm gonna go down here. Charm of Endurance. Sure. I think my charm slots are actually full now. Including the ones I didn't know existed, so these small areas. Now I get to start replacing them with mid-max versions. Is there any minion skill I have that isn't a poison skill? Let me just make sure. I don't have to regear for anything. I literally don't have to regear. I just have to... I mean, even this is fine. I thought I saw something I didn't... Did something like redirects? Was it like a fork I just saw? Oh my god. It's redirecting. Wait, hold up. So if I hit someone, it also hits someone else close by. Look, it changed directions there. Huh. So the dungeon should be somewhere here. All right, so let's take this time. Need to invest more into that, but this is fine. Let's take this time to figure out what I want here. I don't need thorned roots if I'm going full minions. The Anti-Colossus is the first max, I think. Then it has to be Carrion Worm. Then for the upgrades, what are we looking at here? I think I'll go for augment damage, but above all, this is Giga. As for the bird, I'm pretty sure I want to have the wasps. Something like this. Then for the worm, we have slowing them, size and damage of the worm. Torn branches orbit around the carrion worm, dealing damage to monsters, stunning them on hits. So this one eats corpses. If my concern is clear, I should do this guy. And I should definitely have this one. Which would be better for, I think because of movement speed, this guy would actually be better for clear. Now for you, I know I was using, I was using this guy. None of you. I was using this temporarily. 12% chance to proc the Fisher is not great. But I kind of want you to be my single target. Is there movement speed somewhere here? I don't care for the knockback. I don't care for the roots. Damage based on life is really good. You know what we're going to do? That's what we're gonna do. This gives you giga single targets. You have been sorted. You have been sorted. You have not been sorted. Someone increase amount of smaller this again this, but it has a cooldown. I like this one. This applies a cooldown, but I think it allows me to summon multiple of them at once. Right? I think that's what I'm... No. It increases the max I can summon. Why do you increase the max I can summon while also adding a CD to it? That doesn't make sense. I'll go for this guy though. Nothing that reduces life here, please. Okay, cool. And then you... There's one that was MS. I don't think I'm going for any of them, to be honest. I'd rather just have the MS and honestly the res. I don't plan on touching all the others. All right, so you are that, you are that. All right, let's see what this looks like, shall we? First try. Let's go. Honestly, so far so good. I can jump on this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Claire is nothing by comparison, as you might imagine. I need to take away energy for intelligence as well. Hey, look at this guy. That was a big AoE. Is that the explode chance at work? Holy shit, what? That's you? What is the proc chance of this? 10%? Why is there a proc chance? It says Carrion Worm devours nearby corpses, unleashing a large explosion, dealing damage and providing you with increased life or whatever. I know there's a chance for this one, but like, why do you have a chance? It really is just a chance. So it won't let me jump on the train or the tracks, eh? But there are monsters at the other side. You know what I need to do? I'm going to need to maximize this chance. Because max is going to be 25% chance to explode. Then I need to maximize this for the frequency. I don't mind eating nearby corpses. I think it's actually pretty good. But I need you to proc. I need you to attack quicker, my dude. That is what I need. I need you to attack quicker. That's this guy. That means I need a lot of summon attack speed. Which means we need to prioritize. Is there some more frequency? The problem is this guy doesn't have the regular attack speed. He has attack frequency, and I don't think attack speed would work for him. That's my guess, at least. Ooh. Ow. They did let me jump on it. Holy. Was not expecting that. Okay, I can see potential for the clear speed of this build. I want to see the big explosion without me actually manually pressing the skill. Because when I do that, I see the big explosion, which means I assume it's just a corpses. There we go. It did it without. Huh? No, it was on cooldown. Doesn't count. There we go. Yeah, it works. Okay, so it's not just when I proc it. It can always proc. Cool. I just had to confirm because, like, you know, don't be trusting ARPGs too much on that, on things like that. It could be that what they mean is that when you press the skill, it happens or something, you know. Never trust ARPGs with your verbiage. Never trust them. I have 200k DPS, which is pretty good, I think. The only problem is it's very single target focused, and I need to make sure I on single target focus it up. That includes getting AoE. Like, I like Broski. I like that y'all can just venture off and now kill things and I don't have to sweat too much. I like that. I like that a lot. We just need this. We just need that kind of a we just need that to happen more frequently. So just to quickly go over all my options here, right? You are my current biggest contributor to y'all are giga aggressive. Do you know that? Like, y'all are so freaking aggressive. It's wild. Okay. This is not as wide AoE as I was hoping it would be. I do like that you rush them. I think this is just the best so far, at least. If I'm going very clear centric, I just want AoE. I want that is what I want. Okay, let's try that, shall we? That's like the only person I know that's, well, I could remove this for this, but both are just important realistically. Am I the only one that hasn't seen this guy's I've not seen his passive proc, and I'm watching for it. Oh, sure. Poison res and big mana. This is an extra level. Some int. Let's try that for now, at least. Okay, I can see this stacking, so like all right, I'm back. What was I doing? I was trying to figure out clear. I honestly think the the small ENTs and the dash into an enemy is not a bad. It's a pretty decent one for clear, but like not as good as this. Oh, it didn't proc. Huh. Plus poison skill damage takes precedence, so we're going to equip there. What are we replacing? Probably a mana after each kill angle. The most likely to contribute to clear are the ENTs. So maybe instead of maxing the Carrion Worm, I should be maxing those ENTs. So their charges are a lot more potent. That might honestly be the answer. Or part of the answer, at least. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Aren't you meant to be like charging at them? Did you just miss the memo? What's going on? So they charge at the first person, then they forget how to charge. I don't think it mentions nothing of a CD, so I want to say it's not a CD. Hopefully it's not a CD. Poison Ivy, extra damage to poison monsters. Poison skill damage, poison damage increase frequency. Honestly, not a bad choice. Could be much worse, I can tell you that much. You will not be used, I can guarantee, unless wait, never mind. I'll probably keep you, maybe I decide to level a new character or something. I don't know, I don't think I will, but who knows. Okay, so what are we doing here? You did not end up being there. You did not end up being the Claire genius I was expecting you to be, which is unfortunate. You don't have anything anywhere. So, if I'm being honest, and I haven't even seen this. Like, I've not seen the burning fissures yet. Surely they exist, right? Maybe this is the play. Maybe, just maybe this is the play. It's not my skill. Let's try it. So it's like a mini. Honestly, that might be it. Kind of looks disgusting, but that might be it. Which means the real play for Clear, Raven Worm ENT. Might honestly just be this guy plus nature, because that increases the level of, that increases the damage for everybody. Let's try that. Let's try that. It's not going to match the other non-minion setup, I don't think, because that was insane. And I might switch back just to keep leveling, but let's just see. Okay, buddies. Like, I'm not worried. Like, as you can see, the damage is actually there. My base worry would be the Claire, and if I can solve that, GG. Okay, that was actually kind of impressive. We see where the thing is. I think that is actually the solution. So long as I can get multiple of him, it would also just always be good. That's the beautiful part about this. I think I'm sold. No, there's still a few things to work out. There's still kings, don't get me wrong. The biggest king being his movement speed. If we can get him moving faster. Let me just check. I saw somebody earlier that was stacking minion count. Did he have multiple trees? Oh no, he had only one, I think. I think he had only one. There is no way. No, I think he had multiple. No, I think he had multiple. I think he had multiple. Is there anything here that limits the number to 1? I don't think so. What is that skull? Is that the number I can summon the max? Why is it 3 and then it's 6? Like original 3, 6 now? What does that mean? But in any case, if I'm going the way I'm going, that means I think it's just to maximize these projectiles. And then get more damage. There's no movement speed increase here, so I'll probably have to rely on gear for that. Arcane damage and flat poison don't go together. It actually does so much damage, it's ridiculous. What the hell? I guess what I could also just do is do that. Like just resummon him. It does a lot of damage and it's just perma CC, right? I can't increase the speed the routes travel in, I think. I think if I want to focus on clear, I just need to focus on minion movement speed at this point. Like, damage is going to be like, we're obviously going to also focus on damage, but I also think movement speed will go a very long way. That being said, sustain also, I don't think there's a source of sustain that we have access to that I'm aware of. DPS is in the 1 mil, by the way. Summon movement speed. Abomination's brain will have it, but this isn't to 84. Peg leg will also have it. I think I'll go peg leg. Attack speed and move speed and res. I think this is something I'm going to go for 100%. It also has all skills. This is trash, this is trash, you know, like it is plus parrot sub skills. ENT. Wait, so there's no ENT, but there's parrot? It doesn't show up here. Peg leg is 300k on the cheap end? What the fuck? It is? I thought it was one of those uniques that slept on and nobody's looking at it. I mean, it is giga defensive. Unholy item? What does that mean? How am I supposed to find... So peg leg has specific buffs to parrots, but like, how do I find that? I can't see it, right? Rarest tier, holy, okay, that makes sense then. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I just can't rely on this to tell me what exists? Question mark? Or is there where I'm missing? Because like, I would never know like peg leg has anything to like parrot sub skills, whatever. Plus the sub skill, peg leg, storm in a vial, overloaded dice. Cool. I guess that's how I would find this, and it's like the only +1 to random though. It's a charm. Oh. So I'm guessing this one just has any skill. It comes with a skill rolled. This is honestly not bad. Top end unholy items are like 4 mil. What is it? Okay, quick question. Now that we're talking about prices, what is let's say an average person's hourly, how much are they making per on a per hour basis? Like, let me understand wealth in this game a bit better. But 300k to me is, it's a lot for me, but I imagine it's not a lot for the average person, because if it's for your base item, I would say it's probably, I would imagine it's probably cheaper. And if I have like 50k already without really farming anything, trading, whatever. It's just RNG. Okay, tell me about your experience. When you're going for an upgrade that is, honestly, a mil, how long does that take you? Or how long for your last expensive one? How long did you? Mage blood level items is 3 to 6 mil. Also, gold is pretty valuable, even the smaller amounts is what that means. So with peg leg in mind, I now kind of 100 to 400k. Okay. I think for me, my goal with peg leg is going to be summon movement speed. My goal with peg leg is going to be max summon movement speed roll, at least high roll. If I can get this good, if I can get this good, but like this is the priority. This is the priority. Actually, welcome back.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think there's potential. I just need to be able to get more of him, which Abomination set will help me do. Like anything that gives me plus summon amount, which I plan to get a shield, the sets, and I think there was a wand as well that was plus amount. So by having more of him, my damage should be pretty good. And then aside having more of him, movement speed should be very helpful. I guess a different question I would have is, I've seen end game people just blink around as the meta, and from what I hear, that has to do with like Enigma and stuff like that, right? Which is a rune ward. So is in an end game minion build, I know the Necromancer one had your minions teleporting with you, but is that still the case? Do they just teleport with you? Or is it a case of you have to walk out of their range before they teleport to you? They catch up quickly if you're ahead of them. So that means I wouldn't have to really worry about it. I just need to give myself the movement speed, and like I just need to give myself the blink power, and they'll figure it all out. Question mark. Like I've dropped the Annihilator so many times. I also posted a picture in Discord of a guy clearing 20 bills single targets. You did? Oh, is that a minion setup? Oh shit. Oh yeah, I just remember that I haven't actually summoned my worm. That Jupe's chess piece. You know the funny thing is, I think I said I wanted to get that as well. Yeah, that was like the first. It's angelic though, but that was the first one I was like, I need to get that. Gabriel's on hold. Yeah. I think I bought one. Oh no, I didn't. Gabriel's on holy oath is cheap. I'm going to use this as my best on slot weapon for the +5, and then Gabriel's for the +1 summon. And then if I switch back here, where are all the extra points again? Have I leveled up that much since I switched trees? I guess I have. I think that's all I need to worry about here. I don't touch this with the 10-foot pole. You movement speed. Yeah. And then here we go a bit of vitality. And I'll go int. You saw you saw the full abomination sets. You mean the sets charms? Yeah, I saw. I don't know. I haven't price checked them, so I don't know how much it actually is. But yeah, I do know the are sets. What were you going to say? Okay.
The Maven lasers in the boss fights for like Malachi and shit apply rune stacks. in combat.
Maven, you mean the one that circle you?
Yeah.
Don't they
the one
hit
that's in, like, the
very
Malachi
quick?
Fight. No, the Maven lasers, the one that would disable regen.
Yeah, they hit really quick. Typically, unless they limited it.
Or slower.
Like the moment you touch them, they're hitting you pretty quick. It's
I
not
think they
just
only
one
give you
big
one.
hit.
They only give you one rune stack.
Okay.
Unless you start panicking and running. You're following them. Yelling as the numbers going up. Holy.
Let's try that dungeon with this. I think it's wild just how quick this skill clears. Get all 3 low road for 20k. Oh shit, really? What the level requirement I think is the biggest thing when I looked at them. Why I actually even price check them, because I know they require like level 80. Yeah, I'm gonna need some extra movement speed on this guy. Like a lot of it actually, because I'm looking at like how far away I can hit on this skill. And granted, right, I can hit very far on like his aggro range is actually pretty decent, but the problem is he doesn't go there fast enough. And he doesn't have movement speed on his tree that I'm aware of, at least. So yeah, if I can figure out the movement speed issue, I think this is honestly, the minion setup is going to be very, very strong. I just need to be able to give him more movement speed, and there is literally not a single source of movement speed. Not a single source. Magic skill damage or defense? I'll go for magic skill damage. What level am I? 48. Looking at his clear, and it looks bad for the gear. Did you also post that? Or is he the person that you posted his clear from this morning? Was it clear? His dummy test rather. That's a lot of MF. Razband. That sounds so, that's an interesting name. Pickpocket Greaves. There's also the universe where we use recalled minion like we use convocation in PoE. So I guess there's also that. But I don't think its cooldown is fast enough. It takes too long. Otherwise, it would have been perfect. Because the moment I get him into a pack, the pack dies. And he actually targets a fair amount of them. So like, it's not like he's only 2 of them die or something like that. Yeah, they all die. The challenge is... The fuck is Molten Toothache? Nah, I'm not interested. Also, by the time I'm done with him, he's also going to have all these tree trunks around him to also do the same thing, hits many people. I'm kind of excited for the Colossus. Sent it? Alright, give me a second. This looks like a pretty decent potion. Also a way to for the thorns he's shooting out to have increased prod speed or something. That'd be nice as well. Ooh. I think we can leave this area now. Let's see the clear, shall we? Is there a way to pop it out of Discord? Yeah, there is, I think. Bruh, no. Okay, there isn't. Oh, I think I saw this actually. I think what's happening here is he's one-shotting, or almost one-shotting. I think I see some hits that are not one-shotting, but he's almost one-shotting on like most of his minion hits. But because of the movement speed problem, as well as, I mean, we can see he has multiple ENTs, so that's good. I think he has 4. I assume these are the ENTs. But yeah, lack of AoE, like 1, 2, 3. Lack of an AoE like actually hitting is, I think, the biggest problem. They are spreading kind of fine, but not really. If they literally just dispersed from him and all went different directions, then I think Claire would be better. Alas, that's not what they do. All right, let's keep pushing. We have more zones to clear. I'm actually going to switch back to minions because I'm kind of curious how that's going to feel like. That might also mean I might want to nice. No, you are red. Oh, you are blue. Oh. Interesting. I thought you were blue. How many blues does he have? Oh, he has 4. Yeah. So that's right. He has 4 ENTs.
Did you know your character's head glows when you're being affected by a rune of Exarch?
Not sure I did, but like, I think my health bar depleting is enough. Tell me when I'm affected. Shit isn't free.
The rune appears on top of your head like Exarch.
Interesting.
I sent you a screenshot. Now you know. It looks really cool when you have massive shrine and you're huge. I was like, why the fuck is that Exarch sign on my head?
Give me a quick second while I figure out. Ooh, you all have execute as well. Yeah. Now for you, we're going for max. Do I still care for max? Sure. Okay, let's see the screenshot. Interesting. Wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, fun fact.
Wait a second. You still only have one log. Don't tell me how to resummon everyone. This game is going to, at least for minions, it has a very, very big snapshotting problem. In that it's like it snapshots to an annoying degree. Probably has ways to take advantage of it. I think I saw someone talk about using this stuff as a snapshot where you use the stuff that gives you +1 max summon and then change out of it or something. Plan on just having +1 perma. Seems like a whole lot of effort. TMA, do you know if minions in this game inherit any stats from the player, or is it all just I know your damage is their damage, kind of like your increases to stats offensively typically would buff them, like poison damage, element damage, all that good stuff, right? Do you know if any stats like purge speed would also affect them? It's probably something I'm going to be able to test, but as a newer player, I'd rather not. I'd rather just take like, you know, already established knowledge and work off of it if I can. My clear feels pretty decent now, actually. Like, I don't miss not being minions. I think that's really, really good. The only thing I miss out of not being a min, like, you know, would be range. Being able to attack someone on this island from here. But like, this is way better than like, well, let me try not to compare it to Necromancer because I didn't get this far on Necromancer, but this is way better than it. Effectively. I should go look at the augment on Necromancer and see if there was anything that actually... I know the melee minions had like their explodey augment, and then there might be more slept on augments like this where it just feels way better than it reads. But I guess there's also that as an option. Oh, facing Satan already. This time I should be prepped for it. Okay. That was something. Holy, that was something. GG. I was not expecting that. So I guess when this shit said my DPS is really in the millions, it meant it. Level 50. G. What did I say I was going for, max? Yeah, that was max. Now we have these two maxed, and I have to figure out who gives you the most damage. ENT gives you the most damage realistically. I don't know that ENT is that great for me. Where is ENT getting an extra level that the worm isn't? Worm isn't getting 2 levels that ENT is. How? Worm is getting the same as... The worm doesn't have the summon tag. Oh, interesting. So plus summon amount doesn't affect the worm is what that means. But yeah, in order it's ENT, then Worm, then Raven. And then somewhere there's a Spirit of the Forest hoping I also upgrade him. I think ENT just has to take the levels here. If the goal is genuinely maximize damage. Oh wait, there's Iron Veins in here. Let's get those. Have I finished? No, I have not. Each time you hit a monster with thorn branch, there's a chance a tree is grown, which then falls on the nearest monster. Is that where the tree falling is coming from? On his clip? I think that's where it's coming from. So they're constantly proccing thorn branch is what that means. I know there's a lot of skills that constantly proc it. Should I use Carnage Chieftain or Perfect Forest Tiger? I mean, there's a very big price difference between both of them. So, if you can afford Forest Tiger, sure. Don't bring the bank for it. Go Carnage Chieftain. Don't break the bank for Perfect Forest Tiger. Twelve times 3, 36% chance. Sure. What do you want to know? So I guess there, he probably has this maxed. I know you have a chance to cast it as well. So both of y'all have chances to proc it. But y'all are the only two. I know you have something. I just don't remember what it was. It was Thorned Branches orbit around the Carrion, dealing damage to this and stunning. So Thorned Branches. So you. I don't know if it uses the tree because these ones specifically say chance to cast, whereas this just says Thorned Branches. Not that way. Where you? It just says Thorned Branches. So summon damage and stuff like that won't affect the Carrion Worm. That's actually quite disappointing. Poison still will. But yeah, it's quite disappointing. I saw that he's a 2120 respecter with Feeding Frenzy imbued. Is that a mistake on with POB or something? POB. Check if the link has a 2020 gem. There should be a different gem that should be the imbued one if there's a 2120 Spectre. It would in most of my POBs it's AG, but if AG is in there, then it's probably something else. And if there's no 2020 that's also in the same link, let me know and I'll take a look. Yes, but if there's an imbued gem in an item, every skill gem that it's linked to will also get that support gem. So if you have Ray Spectre and AG is imbued with Feeding Frenzy, your Ray Spectres also have Feeding Frenzy. So long as you're in the same item and linked together. Your AG in that case would kind of act like a support gem for the Ray Spectre. So you can have a 2120 Spectre still with the Feeding Frenzy imbued, which is on AG. Does that make sense? When Congregation overcharged me shield. Okay, then that's a mistake then. I'll take a look and I'll probably fix it. Wretch Defiler, high budgets, skill, helmets. Yeah, it is 21. All right, now it's down to 20. Actually, generate share, copy. Where's my build sheets? High budget. Fixed. Support. Spectre gem level. There. But yeah, it's just a whatchamacallit. It's a mistake. Leftover from the fact that it was, I imagine that was the POB I was using last season, so I updated it and I forgot to take down the level. So that is on me. No worries. Thank you for pointing it out. Appreciate it. Give me a quick second. How is my Hero Siege journey? It's going pretty good. second build better than the first. Learned a lot in the process. Really like that. Really liking this so far, and I can see the potential. But give me a quick second. All right, I'm back. I've reached this game quite early, but the negative reviews push you back. I can't say I saw the reviews before I got it, because I've heard pretty positive things about it. If anything, the thing that was more likely to push me back was, ooh, what the hell is this? Shield bearer wall. Where like the graphics, but like at the same time I don't really care about graphics like that, so it was a non-issue for me getting in with the current graphics. That being said, there are a few decisions they made in the actual like design decisions for the game that I would have preferred if it were a different way, and I disagree with, but I can also respect said decisions. The biggest of which I would say is, coming from PoE and my experience with like other ARPGs, I really enjoy playing like my build from level 1, not level 1, but like as early as possible into the end game, so I can fully experience like the 0 to hero journey, see my skill when it's trash and get it stronger. In this game, there are some skills that you just can't do that with. Like, you get them level 8, level whatever, doesn't matter. You try it, you will have a miserable time. And these are not necessarily bad skills, because they might have something that unlocks at like something called things called augments, like unlock at level 40. And with those augments, it might feel completely different, or it might even be reliant on more like items. When you get items that have like item level, like level requirement of like 85 or level 100 or something like that, now the build comes online and you can blast with it. But on that leveling journey with said build might be ass. And for me, coming from PoE, and like I'd have the way I like playing, and this goes against that. Again, I disagree with the design decision, but it's clearly a design decision. Like this is a character who I think this big minion, which is the current bread and butter for my current build, you don't unlock him until level minus attack speed, eh? You don't unlock him until level 26, something like that. I forget, 26, 28, thereabouts. And like, typically it wouldn't be a big deal that you unlock him that late, but it does take you a while to get there. I don't know if it's longer than PoE's level 26. I honestly think it might not be, but it is in the way I feel it, it's kind of, it felt longer than it actually was. And even when I got him, he didn't feel that impactful. Like I wasn't convinced enough to switch to a pure minion build, because what I was already playing as a caster was playing really well, and this wasn't. But with the augment, once I hit level 40 and I could get these guys. What the fuck was that? I don't know what that sound was. Anyways, once I hit level 40 and I could get these augments that massively changed the way the skill functions, suddenly Claire became really nice, and now it's good enough to where I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Why not? Speaking of, when is the next one I meant to just blindly farm? Event Horizon Dungeon, but I'm already level 50, so I guess I don't need to care about it until... What the fuck was that? So I guess I don't need to care about it until I get to nightmare difficulty, whenever that is. So we just keep pushing through. That is so fucking trippy though. I mean, that shit is like screen shake on steroids. What if I did recall minions? Actually, I think this is the way that makes the most sense. Imbue returning or imbue elemental army? I'm kind of hesitant. Returning has a big less damage multiplier at level 1, so I wouldn't go for returning. I'd probably go elemental army. I'd go elemental army. So we have these two. I think we were leveling ENT next. Did I get this? Yeah, I did. $37D to $6D. What happened? Where did all that currency go? What was your upgrade? Return is 37, elemental is 6. Oh. Lamau. Yeah, I wouldn't go return. I think return is that expensive because there are so many bricks on like green support gems. I think if I had to pick, Pierce would have probably been the best green support gem to get. First time Regifilers. So here's the thing with Regifilers and why return is good. Return, there's two reasons actually why return is good on Regifilers. Reason one is you get a second time to hit your projectile. So, and because all projectiles can hit, that in theory, the theoretical max is a single target boss could get hit by 9 projectiles going out and 9 projectiles going in, which is a big damage multiplier. But the realistic situation is they retreat, so that's not going to happen. But what is going to happen is Regifilers have a reverse point blank. Is it reverse point blank, something like that, where basically what that means is the closer the enemy is up to a certain distance, they deal less damage to them. Then once the distance increases, then they do normal damage. And I think they do a decent job at placing themselves at where that threshold is, so you don't fully have to worry about it without return. But on the way back, it's the projectile itself has traveled a long time, so like you're getting the full value from all your other support gems on the way back. Oh my god.
Just fertile soil.
I didn't even know that he has phases at this point. But I just finished normal difficulty, I think. So I guess now it's time to go to Nightmare. +1 all skills, energy, int. Probably no longer great. I have to check these set items to make sure they aren't. Oh, +1 base on a common sword. It's probably decent. I can use a Warm Claw now, so I'm going to replace you with a Warm Claw. The Book of Revelations. So that's an item. Okay. I said I might keep this guy for later. Razband. You're probably not worth anything. You, I do not know if you're worth anything or not. Like 900k DPS. Very not bad. Wait, you one-shot the boss? Yes. He spawned and died. Like, he spawned before his health bar showed he was 50%, and he was only 50% because he was invulnerable. I think he phased and then he instantly died. I didn't see a single mechanic. So you are like 600. You got sold for 1,000, 10,000 actually. Both the ones sold today are like. Put you for 3,000. If you sell, good. It's pretty well rolled, I think. Actually, no, that's the bottom row there. Wait, did the other thing I was selling actually sell? So you are trash. What about you? Like 1,000? So I'll go for imbued elemental armor first and work on gem for Doriani's swap. Yeah, sounds good. I don't know why I bought this Warm Claw, but I'm gonna get a better one. Broski, I said that. We're picking one that has a +3 minimum. Poison damage increase. No, this is Giga bottom roll and everything else. Bottom roll again. $17 to flat. Can I get a +3 with decent flats? Like, I'm seeing a lot of 17s. But that's a 12. What do you mean you have 34 to flat? How did you roll higher than what is possible? You also have there's a gem in there, that's why. Okay. For a split second, I'm like, yo, that don't make no sense. Oh shit, +3, 21. 22. Is it worth 7k? I guess what is the difference between this one and the weapon I'll eventually use? Doomweed. Doomweed can get up to +5. I guess I could use it until Cobra Vow, which has +2 all, +2 poison, minus enemy res. And cast rate, actually. I don't care about cast rate, I just realized. Never mind. I think Doomweed would actually be better. I can get +5 on Doomweed. $10k, $6k, I'll put it up for $5k. Actually, $9k. And we'll see if all of you all sell. And if not, that's totally fine. This is gonna be my best in slot weapon. Probably need to replace you at some point. But like, you're fine for now. I don't fully care to replace anything else I'm using. So going to bed. Hi, Arcane. Good night. We'll create a nightmare difficulty character or world. Oh, so I need to do the mining quest again. Oh, is that the only quests? Just Thorsten saying slay the guy? Sure, let's go. By the way, does activating Chaos Pillars cost anything? And should I be doing that, or should I be avoiding that? Gold dropped from kills. Honestly, not a bad choice. But I don't think there's anything I'd part with. Maybe +1 all attributes. Maybe. I think most of my money will come from selling, right? So like, this is unnecessary. But like early on though, nah. Like I just thought about it, and the reason I don't think it makes sense is because quests are a thing. Quests are a thing, and from what I just saw from the quest I accepted, that's a lot of gold. I think that's actually where I got most of my gold from. What the hell? +3 to all attributes is def better than this one. This is a level 74 zone? Okay. That explains the damage. Faster cast rate, poison skill damage. Honestly, not bad. I feel like I'm supposed to be clearing this level difference slower, or is it just me? Maybe I need generic CDR. Maybe that's what I need. I need something that'll give me decent CDR for this guy, because 6 seconds is kinda long. Maybe that's the way I handle it. My only problem with that, right, is... All right, let's jump here. I think we're done. I feel like every time I look over here in a dungeon, is it my fault? They recommended I level in a dungeon, and I took that advice to heart. I mean, if it helps, I mean, nightmare difficulty now. I do need to find the waypoint though. We found the rat's nest. We found the waypoint. Cool. You can just keep going ahead until you run into a damage issue, then dungeon farm. Okay. I just enjoyed the leaps I end up making in dungeons, because like I've leveled up once. I'm gonna level up again soon, because there's just, especially rat's nests. And why run into a wall when you can just blow it up preemptively, you know? You... Here's a conspiracy theory. Because of how much snapshotting there is in the game, that is why they are against, why they do not have as much support for permanent minions, so that they can die and you replace them, thereby preventing snapshotting. That is their band-aid solution for it. Conspiracy theory. Because in theory, once I have a minion up, if he's self-sustained and everything, there's no real reason to replace him. So if I level up 10-20 times and I've gotten int and all of that, he might still have stats from like 10 levels ago, because he hasn't died. Are you pause? Oh yes, 100%. Whenever I got an extra skill point, was it basically when I got this guy, that, you know, this is the perfect test. See, notice how he has 3 branches, right? 3 branches. I'm going to put a point in here. Now he should have 4, still 3. But if I were to resummon him, he'll have 4. Like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, resummon 4. So 100% is snapshots. The nerf yourself snapshot. It's like, oh, he's summoned? Yeah, okay. He's not dying? Okay, don't worry. Either he dies or you die, but either way he'll get on someone and then you can summon him at his actual power. How do you see it? Sounds like a win-win, don't you think? DDG should provide us a function to check total number of specters in game. If you hover on the gem that has the higher limit, you should be able to tell what your highest number is. So like for my POB, that should be the support specters, I believe, because you use congregation on them. But if you hover on them, you should see max X specters. Don't tell me you just replace something. Storm Gladiator Wall. This is a 5 jewel socket item. I'm going to just price check you if you don't mind. One of you is bound to give me mana, right? But you give me res. I don't have mana issues. Oh, the number of each spectre that you have. Wouldn't that be the day? I think my most pressing battle with GDG is for them to actually tell us how many dead specters we have. Just, you know, how many wisps are currently following us, so we know we actually have dead specters. Don't tell me it's at the top left. There we go. "17 specters? How is the screen clutter?" The almighty Fedora. The ultimate knowledge of first 169 digits of pi. Lol. Can't think of Fedora starting no parody platypus. Oh, I'm already level 60. What is this block of cheese on my ANTs? Plus 2 boots, plus 1 chest, plus 2 wand. In the middle of phase of Doriani swap with medium budgets. I mean, the congregation is a big swap. I think I end up saying in the I say in the notes of the different POBs the level of congregation you need. I don't think you need a 4 for Doriani because Doriani doesn't have plus 1 or something like that. I think you need like a 2 or something like that. But if you have a 4, then use the 4. But yeah, 17 specters is peak. Like realistically, I can't even imagine what the screen clutter looks like. But there's also dopamine in screen clutter that good. Because like, is your build really a build if you can see? Is a valid question. Oh, you use the corrupted Dark Monarch? Oh, sure. Yeah, that's an easy way to get to level 4. I think I see that in the notes, right? Something like that. Level 4 is 30D plus. Oh, look, ENTs. They don't stand a chance. All my other minions are just long dead. I think this is a BQOL. Chance on hit to cause bleeding, converting all other damage over time elements to bleeding. Kind of wish I had this already clicked, but it's fine. We'll get it next. This guy, I'm pretty sure I wanted that one. This one. Needed to get this one. You needed to get what? Number 5. Did you even need number 5 realistically, or did you need to get this one? I don't remember. This isn't bad. You will get me more resistances. Am I missing anyone? I think that's it. I found the waypoint here. Wasn't that where the black tower was? I need to go back. That's where the black tower is. So I think we're going to kill Commander Albert, and then we can call this a successful stream and end. So let's go find him. More levels to ENT, and I think the speed at which I start gaining levels as I go to Nightmare is kind of just hilarious compared to like what everything else I've, you know, gone through so far. Like getting to level 40 was kind of a challenge, and now level 80 just seems like it's going to be very straightforward. I like it. Actually, there'll be a oh wait, what? Let's go to that waypoint. If you are Pumpkin Patch, Woodhill Plains. Oh, it's in it's the next freaking area. So I went to the correct area, then I thought I went to the wrong one. Okay. Okay, buddy. All right, I'm back. Where is the side zone here? Since I made my ravens like ranged enemies or ranged minions rather, I think I've really liked using them. ENTs, not so much yet. I'm hoping yet is key here, and I will actually like using them eventually. But I think ravens are going to be the next upgrade, even though they are just objectively worse for the ENTs than going for the worm. That said, is it really worse for the worm when the reality of the situation is I always forget to summon the worm anyways? So the worm is barely ever doing anything. Dude, what the fuck are those projectiles? I may need a bit of defense, I think. Because defense would have helped me there to just avoid damage. That being said, well, that's a lot of iron ore. Or is there a different solution to this projectile problem that just presented itself? I guess just not hugging them is... Yeah, just letting my minions do it, just go forward and proc everything, I think is the play. Because there they shotgunned me, which is a big problem, big no-no. But if I let my minions do... If I let them do the work... Uh-oh. Y'all go ahead. I almost forgot to take a step back. Ooh, Rhino. These wasps are flying to their death is kind of interesting. Like, can y'all just not, please? They'll actually just fly over a wall like, yo, Leroy Jenkins and shit. And then they'll all die. And now I'm meant to resummon them. Look at them. Look at them. Okay, Commander Albert. He should be past. He should be here, I think. I don't see him. I don't think he's shown himself. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know why I keep getting surprised. Oh, that is Giga Life. What the hell? That is Giga Life. That is some insane stats. I missed out on the +1 poison. But for 30 MS, 195 life, Giga mana. I don't need the mana, but I think I can actually just, with this mana, I might be able to unspec completely from energy. Maybe not. The Dark Monarch is now 75 to 80 divines. Woo! 4+ minions, but I can farm, just need more damage from my little spiders. The Wretch Defiler Life. I hope you're enjoying the build. Sounds like you are, so that's really good. I'm glad. I'm almost level 65. I can almost use this. Why did I buy you then? So this is 2 extra levels, bro. Where's the comparison? Am I missing something? Yeah, it's way less additive. But the additive only goes up to 24, right? I think the emeralds are giving a good chunk of the additive. Yeah, they are. They're giving all of the additive, actually, 48. So I just need to get a Voodoo Magician with 2 sockets. And 3/2. And int to magic. Okay, so that's probably not happening. But anyways, he has a socket. I'm gonna put the socket in. And it's going to be a big DPS increase. Oh, that is good life. I don't want to replace life per second though. I'll replace you. $75D minimum for +2. And that is on Dark Monarch, correct? I think the Doriani swap is just more important than that, if I'm being honest. That is really good. But not so good that I think it's worth holding off on Doriani. All right. Where is the waypoint? I'm about to hit levels to where I will soon be able to start using plus to summon count. And that is kind of exciting. Where is the checkpoint, yo? I found the way forward, but like, no waypoint? I don't want to do this, boss. Like, that is a time commitment I'm not willing to pay. Because this is the final zones, right? But there should be one in this area, I would imagine. There we go. What a good Doriani with reduced crit. Nice. And we are level 65. Let's go. Let's reset this. Let's see what my DPS looks like. We're looking at like 2.7 mil DPS. GG. This is a level 39 skill, level 33. Even this guy's level 20 total. He's realistically level 1. I mean, that's why he stopped dying, right? Now he's actually tanky. Spirit presence buff. I think realistically I should go for attack speed. This is the next upgrade for this guy. What else am I missing? I think this is getting my source of poison break. Oh look, it's happening. Very rarely, but it's happening. Does it really happen this rarely? I guess for now it's still just a 3% chance. Anyways, guys, I will be back tomorrow with some more progress on this character. There is every possibility that I will actually have played a bit off stream. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for all the advice. You are welcome. Happy to help. And again, like last time, if you have any more questions, feel free. No question is a dumb question. We've all learned the game at some point, and it's a very daunting game. Very, very daunting. So I am curious about this. Hope you can make an update video for Regifilers. Not this league, but next league I will probably be league starting them again, which would just mean yes, there will be more videos for it coming in the future, just not this league. I think for this league I'm basically rounding up. Anyways, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Till then.